the shenanigans is real. There's something wrong with her. Why?
Opinion disclaimer. The views and opinions expressed by Just Our Opinion podcast are those of the authors and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of any of our sponsors. Any content provided by our guest or authors are of their opinion and are not intended to malign any religion, ethnic group, club, organization, company, individual, anyone, or anything.
You get mad when I ask what you're doing. Got me up all night, just feeling stupid. For wondering where you are and why we played it. Same game every other weekend. With my heart in the palm of your hand. Tear it all apart. Why I let you do it? This is just so typical. I'm sick of love. We're never sick enough to run from what feels wrong. I'm sick of love, but not enough to stop.
Did you?
Yep. Y'all was popping and locking all through the beginning so I could smack
And taste yourself.
Yes. Whatever.
Starting off bad already. What's popping?
going on,
What's
people?
good?
What's cracking lacking?
Can't believe it.
Already.
Man.
Welcome to Just Our Opinion with Robin.
Mike.
And Ty.
And today, woo, we gonna get on them baby mamas and baby daddies. Here's my disclaimer. Time out. Wait a minute. I gotta put out my disclaimer. Don't inbox me. Don't text me. Don't send Morse code. Don't send smoke signals. Don't be on my lawn. I don't want to see your baby mama at my house because I'm going in today. I mean, in today. I'm stepping on some toes today, Doc.
Make it plain.
Make it plain.
Stepping on some toes today.
You in the house.
Listen, we gonna get into them baby mamas and them baby daddies. I'm
Yep.
excited. It's going down. It's Wednesday. I ain't gotta work tomorrow. Whoo, y'all don't know what y'all done unleashed in this thing today. Hit it, Ty.
Pardon me and my tone. You can't step to my throne. They ain't working like me. I did this on my own. You asking where we been, huh? I don't know where to begin, huh? All this dirt on my skin. I just came here to win.
All right.
A winner.
Listen, before we go any further, I want to give a shout out to Ebony Crawford and Ty Jones for sending them stars to the
Yep,
podcast.
yep.
Man, we appreciate you.
Yeah.
For sure.
Listen, I love it. I absolutely love it.
People are watching.
So wait, fellas, we got a beat today?
Yeah, we got a beat.
Yes.
We fixed it.
We got a beat
Yes.
today?
Finally.
We switched it back. It's all back on DJ
Yeah.
now.
And Michael gonna hop on them ones and twos.
All right, so we got another one coming to you from Off the Dome Records.
Yep.
Let's do it.
Let's
Go
do
ahead
it. Hit
and
it,
hit that.
DJ.
Hey.
Turn that
hey.
up, son. DJ the DJ.
Right.
You just got that?
Yes.
You slow.
You slow.
DJ, turn
A
it
special
up.
kind of slow.
Turn it up another one and two.
Hey, share the page, share the page, share the page.
What?
Yeah. Share the page, share the page, share the page.
What?
Share the page, share the page, share the page.
Let's go, let's go.
Hey, okay, I'm gonna try this. Listen. Listen, gon' share the page, just Robin McIntyre. So don't ask why, just hit the reply. It's Off the Dome, it's time to subscribe. On Wednesday, we going 8 o'clock live now. Share the page with your mama and your friend, oh.
Share the page with your cousin and them.
I don't know. Share with Jesus too. When you go to church in them pews. That was Off the Dome.
Off the Dome.
I don't know what to say. We've had better.
We gonna work the thing through.
I had bars.
that one bar.
Don't be hating on my bar.
So listen, we getting in it today talking about them baby mamas and baby daddies. Before
Yep.
I get started though, y'all know we got that Taste of Black Spirits, the Evolution
Yes,
event
it's
coming.
The big one.
Yep. Coming up this September.
Yes, sir.
September.
Coming up in September. Make sure y'all go on Eventbrite and get your tickets because I am so excited. I absolutely love our events. I love working with Taste of Black Spirits. It's always a good time. And we getting suited and booted this time. We kind of, well, y'all
Absolutely.
did. I step fly all the time.
You can go back and see the video.
But,
we still got the one
Right.
from last year on.
Yeah, on
and
the
a year
footage.
before.
Yeah.
So make sure y'all check that out. Make sure y'all in the building because those events are always fire.
Yep.
So I'm looking forward to that this September.
And grab your tickets early because they get packed out.
Oh man, that thing
Yeah.
be like last year, like they was moving tables and like it was crazy. And we talking about last year. What was that? March? It was like March.
No,
No, it was last September.
October.
No. The last one was in March. The first one was in September.
Okay, yeah, I was okay.
Was it?
Yes,
It was
sir.
this March?
Yes.
Oh, okay, my bad. Oh, well.
But make sure y'all hit that event up. Make sure y'all come party with your favorite podcast because we're gonna be in the building as
Definitely.
usual.
Yep.
So we talking about them baby mamas and baby daddies, and we left it broad because there's some stuff we got to kind of unpack when we talk about
for
baby
sure.
mamas and baby daddies. First
Since-
of all, fellas, do y'all think the term baby mama and baby daddy is a derogatory phrase?
I do. I don't know why, but I think it is.
I mean, I think it's just people being sensitive about you just switching the words around. So really, I don't think it. I don't think it is derogatory. I don't.
So I was some years ago when I was pregnant with my son. He'll be 7 this year. So 7 years ago, I was pregnant with my son, and I was working at this job, and my branch manager comes in, and I was maybe 8-10 weeks pregnant, like I was new pregnant.
Right.
And, I had just announced to the job that, we were expecting. And, I was married. I was married when I had my kids. And, there was no out of wedlock or anything like that. But she walks in and she says, "Hey, baby mama." And I looked at her and I said, "Excuse me?" And she was like, I said, "Hey, baby mama." And I said, I want you to never, ever call me that again.
Wow.
And she was like, well, you are his baby mama. I said, no. Let me be very clear about something. I am his wife. I am pregnant with his child. I worked really hard to not end up somebody's baby mama. And I will not let you walk in and disrespect my status in his life by diminishing it to his baby mama. Because that's not what I am. I am his wife that is pregnant with his child. And, you know, I hate to put this out there, but she was a white lady. So I had to clarify. I had to clarify something with her. I said, in your community, your culture, y'all have taken that as slang and y'all think it's cute. But in my community, in my culture, it's derogatory. So I had to like literally check her and like, I need you to understand that there is absolutely nothing cute about you calling me his baby mama.
I mean, I could see where you coming from. So you're saying like, if you're married and you have a child, that's degrading. But if you're not married and I get Gwendola pregnant.
Gwendola.
I'm just throwing out a name so won't nobody get offended. And I get her pregnant.
I still don't think Gwendola your baby mama though.
No.
Gwendola is the mother of your child.
Right, mother of your child.
But
my child's mom.
For me, I feel like the term baby mama and baby daddy has such a negative undertone to it and stigma on it. Yeah.
Right.
Like
what is it saying? What is it actually saying?
Deadbeat.
Or ratchet or, you know, jump off or whatever the case may. I think it has such a negative undertone, especially after, you got to remember, we grew up in the, that's just my baby daddy. Who that is. You know what I'm saying? And everything about that song was negative. He was cussing her out about child support, not taking care of the kids, and everything about that song was negative. So, and unfortunately, in our culture, in our community, it's a negative connotation. Like, it has a real bad negative undertone to it.
Okay, I learned something today.
So
that's how I always felt about it.
Yeah, absolutely. So I want to, and the reason, so there's a reason why I brought that up first.
Okay.
The reason why I brought up how we feel about the term first is because it sets the tone for what we're going to say about this particular show. Let's be very clear about that. So before y'all get in my inbox, before y'all trying to picket our podcast, and before y'all, trying to send us to news stations and get us canceled, I wanted to put it out there that I feel the term is negative anyway. So anything I got to say about it gonna be negative. Period. Point blank. I said what the hell I said, and I'm gonna say what the hell I'm gonna say.
Okay.
Okay. That's why I wanted to put it out there how I feel about the term baby mama, baby daddy. There's nothing positive about it for me. Now let's break this thing down.
All right. So I guess my first thing is the rules, because we've already established that what we're talking about. Really, we can just say that the married couples with children, married with children, we don't even have to address that, because
yes, we do.
They're not. That's not.
I mean, for me, today wasn't just about baby mamas and baby daddies. It was just more about parenting and the different styles, and of course, baby mamas and daddies. But just because you're not a baby mama don't mean you ain't got baby mama tendencies.
Then you a baby mama if you got baby mama tendencies.
No, you can be a wife and have tendencies of a baby mama. Ooh. You can be ratchet and married.
Oh, not taking care of your kid and married.
Yes.
No.
That's just trifling.
Okay.
Okay.
But you ain't a baby mama. You somebody's wife that have their kids, but you still trifling.
Okay, so my point I was going to is the roles of said situations that like, okay, I think a lot of times the father of your child and the mother of your child, it's hard not to say baby mama, baby daddy, they don't know their role. They don't know.
Oh, that's what you saying.
You don't know your role.
Like in what? Role in what? It's a lot in parenting. I mean, role as the disciplinary
or overstepping your boundaries. Like, just because we had a child together, you don't run my life. You don't get to tell me what to do, where to go, how to do that and the other.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
I'm saying overstepping your boundaries and not knowing your role.
Right.
So I feel like that right there is enough to say, look, yeah, you acting real baby mama-ish right now.
Okay, so before we get any further, I almost cut my finger off, so I know y'all looking at this big bright bandage on my thumb. Like, what the hell going on over there? Right. I almost literally took my thumb off over my hand over the 4th of July weekend. So pray for me to not be as clumsy.
Speaking of which, I single-handedly saved my cousin's life.
How far has this story gotten now? How far has this story gotten now?
I dang near resurrected you.
Because I'm like, it went from you helped me out to you saved my life and I was dying and bleeding out. And like, I've heard you tell this story about 4 or 5 different times. And every time you tell the story, it escalates.
I'm just saying, I deserve a medal.
Oh.
We can continue on.
A medal of honor?
Yes.
For saving me in battle?
Yes.
Against a watermelon?
Yes. I cheese my
I don't know what they issues is. I'm just as clueless as y'all out there.
Mike saved my life.
Oh,
I almost lost my thumb, and Mike single-handedly stitched it back on and held it together until we got to the hospital.
Thank you for your cousin. No. Okay.
But no.
Yeah.
So no, I think it's knowing your role. Like, case in point, I know we've all seen it. Dude comes, brings the McDonald's, buys his son McDonald's. Baby mama tripping because he didn't bring
the
other kids food.
Yeah.
So knowing your role, like he did, in my opinion, he did what a baby daddy was supposed to do, make sure his kid ate.
Okay.
A baby daddy or a father?
Both.
Okay.
No, because a baby daddy trifling, he would have just let his kid starve.
The other foe was her baby daddies.
Right.
Like the other foe was her baby daddies. He the only one showed up with some food. You got 5 hungry kids in the house with 5 different daddies, right, and one of them showed up with some food.
So he's the father. The rest of them was baby daddy.
Baby daddies.
But what happened to the term? Like, okay, you can still, like, there's people that are just deadbeat. So why we erase that? Like, okay, you're classified as a deadbeat dad.
No, you a deadbeat baby daddy.
Yeah. Dang.
Yeah. You just a deadbeat baby daddy.
Negro ain't
right.
no good.
But no, okay, since you done brought this up.
Yes.
Lord have mercy. And I really was trying to avoid this.
But it fits.
Oh, okay. Since you brought this up, first and foremost, he was not wrong. Let's be very, very clear about this.
Yeah, of course we know
he was not wrong. And little baby mama over here, because she was real baby mama. Mm-hmm. Little baby mama over here, little habitual baby mama over here. She running around, why you ain't feeding my kids' siblings? Them ain't my kids. Mm-hmm. Like, the truth of the matter is, like, that would be the equivalent of me, taking my son's entire classroom McDonald's. Like, ain't none of them my kids. Okay, let's take it away from baby mama, baby daddy.
Okay.
Your kid is in daycare or preschool or first grade or whatever the case may be, right? Mm-hmm. And your kid calls you and says, hey, it's almost lunch. I don't have no lunch. Can you bring me some McDonald's? You take said kid some McDonald's. The lunch lady meets you at the door and says, if you ain't bring McDonald's for all these kids, you can't be up in here making sure your kid got McDonald's.
Helga, you better move out the way.
Yeah, that's a little different. That's the lunch lady.
No, it's not. Let me tell you why it's not different.
The lunch lady can't tell me nothing about my kids.
Okay, but let me tell you why it's not different. The reason it's not different is because you still expected me to take financial responsibility for some little bastards that don't belong to me. Mm-hmm. Period.
Now, my question was, does that change if they're married and it's all the kids in the house and he just bring his one McDonald's?
No. That's a problem. Yeah. And so here's the stipulation.
If you married, that ain't
they all your kids.
Yeah, they are your kids.
Here's the stipulation to that. If he was dating this woman and one of them kids was his, he was supposed to bring everybody some food. If they were married, all them kids is his. You're supposed to bring all them kids some food.
Plus her.
But the fact that he had no relationship with her or any of her kids or any past relationship, because I would even say if you were stepfather to any of them kids at any point, y'all got a divorce, you still feed all the kids. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but the fact that let's say you were married to her at one point and y'all are now divorced.
Okay. Right.
You were stepfather to any of them kids at one time. Mm-hmm. you are now responsible, period.
So
but
birthdays come around, everything come around. I'm supposed to do the same thing that I was doing in the home for those.
You was daddy for all them years.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I do my best.
So
because now I'm giving you all the benefits of me being there for those kids.
That ain't about you.
You're
not giving her any benefits. You're not giving her any benefits.
If I buy that kid some clothes that I'm no longer legally financially responsible for, that is helping her. Now my kids is there. I gotta do that.
It is still helping
I'm
her.
not saying that you go buy your kid a bounce house and you go buy her kids a bounce house. No, I'm saying you go buy your kids a bounce house and you go buy her kids Power Rangers. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying don't be a jerk. Like if you were daddy, be daddy.
Oh Jesus, pray for me, cause
and that don't mean like he could have brought her kids McDonald's and made her kids split a 10-piece chicken ring from Wendy's. And still, you know what I'm saying?
Me being me, if I know it's some other kids there, I don't have to have no relation to them at all. If I know that there's other kids there, I'm not gonna go get McDonald's. I'm gonna get a pizza to feed them all or something. Change it up a bit. But if I didn't know and I just show up, like,
don't get me wrong, that would have been the nice thing to do.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not his obligation.
Right.
Okay, so what are baby daddies obligated to do?
Take care of their kids.
Their kid.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Their kid.
Right.
Forget you, your ratchet coochie, and all your other kids.
Right.
And you know what? While we're on that, ladies, y'all know how to avoid that? Y'all want to know how to avoid this situation? Stop being free with your coochie. Take better care of your vagina. Be more discreet with your vagina and what you let in it and let come out of it. And control that. Stop running around making sure every kid got different daddies. Like, it is not a competition.
Right.
Like, literally, I want people to stop that.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
I know this one chick.
Got a coochie, so I
know this one chick that she has been pregnant by every dude she's dated. Like it's a consolation prize. Like, we didn't make it, but here's a baby.
Somebody's pullout game weak.
No, it ain't about at that point you can't blame it on the pullout game. You have to blame it on the fact that she got free coochie because you running around out here for real having a baby you can be the biggest 304 you want to be, but be safe about it. Birth control, wrap it up. You do not have to leave every dude with a baby consolation prize.
But I wouldn't say that's just her issue. I think it's his issue too. If you getting with a girl and she got 27 kids with 27 baby daddies and you decide not to protect in any way and you just gonna try to pull out and y'all come up pregnant, that's on you too, boo-boo.
Listen.
Oh no, I definitely agree.
Yeah,
with
he gotta be just as responsible as
if
she
got 20 kids, Reynolds wrap. Listen.
But even if
Aluminum
she has
foil.
no kids, you still, as adults, we cannot expect the other party to be the responsible one.
Right.
Oh, no, I
If
agree
we
with
know we don't want kids, then you got to be responsible for yourself.
Oh no, I definitely agree with that. I definitely agree with that.
And when that don't work, Reynolds wrap. Okay.
But here's my thing though. So before I get into that, we got a comment from Stephanie and say, I'm good. That's why I have one baby daddy, all 5. She got 5 kids.
Oh.
They all got the same mama and daddy. We got a comment from Adrian, and it says, my ex-husband used to say, if they don't ask for food, then ... but would bring his bio daughter food. We married, the other 2 aren't his. Bio kids, step kids legally. Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't get that. All right, I'll come back to that one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think it's biological kids and kids that are already there. Like you said, Robin, once you get married, that becomes y'all a unit. Y'all become one.
Yeah.
All together. So for sure.
Wait, we got another aspect of this. Dante says, and if he did help, she'll try to expect that from him from now on, even though he didn't have to do it.
Yeah,
I
that's a
actually
big
agree with
possibility.
that. I actually
She
agree
got
with that.
comfortable.
Let's say he would
ain't
have
gonna-
actually brought a pizza instead of
Right.
McDonald's and fed all her kids.
Right.
Now at this point, because you could tell how the way she sounded in the video. So now at this point, she, you know, every time he shows up and does anything for his kids, we can take it a step further than food. I saw this video where the dad wanted to take his son to Disney World.
Mm-hmm.
And the mama had a fit because mama can't afford to go to Disney World. Mama can't afford to take the other kids to Disney World. So she wouldn't let him take his kid to Disney World because her other 3 kids had never been, couldn't go to Disney World, and he wasn't taking all of them.
Okay, so before you finish, this is where I say about court and have your visitation.
Yeah.
You don't let me do nothing with my kid.
Right.
If it's my kid, then I do what I want. You can't let me take my kid to Disney World. If it's on my week that I got my kid and during that week we going to Disney World, then we going to Disney World.
Okay, so because I've never been in a situation, I do have to ask the question because I honestly, I'm not even being funny. I honestly don't know how this works.
Right.
Can you take the kid out of state?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
The
maybe
only
not
thing you
out the
can't-
country.
Well, you can't move.
You can't move
out of
But
state.
you can like go on, you can like go out of state on
if
vacation.
it's my week,
Okay.
Right.
all I have to do, and this is really out of the kindness of my heart, is really update you on like
Where
you know,
we
we're
gonna
going.
be. That's
what we
only
doing.
kindness
out
of your heart. But you don't
once
have
it's
to.
my week, hey, once you hand me over my kid, I'll
Right.
see you, and I'm on time with bringing him back, or him or her
We
back.
do what we want during our time. It's
don't have nothing
our
to do with
kid. It's not my kid or your kid. It's our
Okay,
kid.
so wait a minute. Vaughn actually, there's a comment from Vaughn, and he says, Ty, the problem is that you can't take the kid out of state sometimes without court permission. And that's what I thought. I thought it was
only-
dependent on the situation.
That's only if it's in your court documents that say you can't. You can't move
Right.
more than 100 miles, but if you got some type of stipulation in
So
there.
wait a minute. Adrian said you have to get clearance and update the parent.
No.
So we got a
you
few
don't.
people in the comment that saying,
Y'all gotta read
I'm
y'all.
being honest, I don't know.
Yeah,
like
right, for
this is
sure, for
something I
sure.
legitimately I have no idea.
All you got to do is read those child support agreement documents from the court, and it'll tell you just about everything. Yeah, and so most of those standard agreements say that you can't move outside of 100 miles from the kid.
Okay.
You can't move, but when it comes to your time or visitation, there's no stipulations unless both of y'all agreed to that. If I'm going on a vacation, I got to talk to you about it and vice versa.
No, I think
if
that- I
y'all
think the
agreed
difference-
to that, yes.
If I'm not mistaken, the difference is, so you know how you can have joint legal but not joint physical, or
Right,
joint
right,
physical
right,
and
yeah,
not joint
yeah.
legal.
So there may
I
be-
think that may be a
Nope.
like
Nope. The only thing legal it decides upon school and stuff, healthcare, what else? Stuff that you got to make
like I said, I'm
legal
completely
decisions.
out of my
But
wheelhouse on this, so I don't know.
Physical custody the standard child support agreement, and it says she have sole physical custody and you have visitation. That doesn't mean you got to check with her with everything you do. It just means she has physical custody and you have the visitation, unless you both agreed upon something and it's in your documents. People better start reading their documents, because women tripping because they got physical custody and the dad went and got the son a haircut and all that stuff.
Not a haircut.
No, people be thinking because they got physical custody, that mean you got to check with me for everything. No, it don't mean that. It just means that majority of the child livelihood is with the person who has the physical custody.
Custodial parent.
Right, the custodial parent. That's it.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
Again,
I mean-
this is one I don't know any.
Right,
I literally know
right.
nothing about. So
You're blessed.
listen. I made it my
Listen,
business to
you're
not
blessed.
know anything about this situation.
You're blessed. You're blessed. But I mean, it could work. It don't always have to be negative, and that's one thing that I want to bring up
Right.
too. it can work if, again, everybody know their role and their place, and not, overstep or overdo it or underdo it. Mm-hmm. So like you got a lot of people who take advantage of the baby mom, or like for us, like baby dads, like you said, we 1 weekend, 2 weekends out of the month, the rest of the time we in these streets, we doing whatever we want to do. She the one at home every night with the snots and the colds and all the day to day. And if she be like, hey, can you listen, I know it ain't my week, but I just need some help, and we'll be like, well, nope, sorry, about your luck, I'm out of here. That ain't right either. That's taking advantage. You're not doing your equal part as being a parent to that child.
Yes and no. Here's what I say. Yes and no. So it goes back to court. If we're in court and I'm saying I want my child just as much as she have her, and she's fighting me on this tooth to nail, and then I'd be like, you know what? Okay, I'm not going to put our child through this anymore. Right. I'll give you physical custody. And now you over there woeing me because you want a hot girl summer. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, oh, no, pimpin'. Oh, no. No.
So
when
wait
it's
a minute.
good for you, then you want me to have them. But when it wasn't,
right.
Yeah, no, nuh-uh.
I mean, okay.
Even though I'm not like that, I
only partially agree with that. Okay. And the reason I only partially agree with that is because of the statement you made. The statement you made, or why you was pulling out of that argument to begin with, was because I don't want to put the kid through this. Right. What do you think that you're putting the kid through with an exhausted mom, a tired mom, you know what I'm saying? I need a break mom. See, what y'all don't realize. Well,
mama should have thought about it before she became a selfish mom.
Wait a minute. Let me finish. At what point do you say, okay, even though you were a B, even though you put me through hell, even though you fought me tooth and nail, what's best for this little person is more important than your BS, and I'm going to step in and go ahead and give you some grace on this one. And the reason I ask that question is because when you start running into situations where mom's exhausted, mom's burnt out, mom's done too much, even if she's been a B, even if she's giving you all kind of problems through this process, that's still a bad situation for the child, because mom can, especially if she that type of B, mom can get to the point of tired where she's mistreating said child.
Okay, so this is what I would say. See, I ain't that type of person. I love my kids. I'll take them anytime, even if somebody got physical or whatever custody and mom was being a B. But if mom was being a B through the custody hearing, and now she going through some need some hot girl summering, okay, I'll take my kids, no problem. But I need an apology to come with that. Otherwise, you about to learn a lesson.
Now, my question is, is this about the kid or is this about you?
It's about me. But no,
get back.
Yeah, you was big enough to keep me from my kids, but I'm not saying that this is my situation. Right. No, this has never been my situation with my kids whatsoever. Me and my exes, we have really good relationships when it comes to our kids. But I'm just saying, right? If you was a B to me, and now you want me to be support, you want me to do something for you, the very least you can do is apologize.
Y'all want to know something I never realized, I never understood. And again, this could be me just being oblivious, and because I've never been in a situation, and I will admit that this could just be outside looking in, Robin.
I got a few years of experience.
I never understood why women fight joint custody.
Child support.
The paper.
Really?
Yeah. Yes.
Because let
me tell you why I don't understand it. Mm-hmm. Let me just give you my reasoning first of all. The reason I don't understand it is because if something happened, God forbid, something happened with me and my husband today. We have 2 kids. I am not about to take the full burden of 4 weeks while you get to be out here slanging D around the city and being a hot boy while I'm sitting at home with kids. No. I'm going to be able to, look, 2 weeks up, let's go. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm gonna scoot this back.
So I never understood why women, like, and I understand, like, you got these, you know, these bras that go through this. Oh, you know, because if you got full custody, you get full custody child support, right?
Right.
I get that. But what I don't understand is you cutting off your nose to spite your face at that point. Because, yeah, you get full custody, but now you creating a baby daddy that literally gets to be out here single and living his best life while you at home taking care of kids 24/7.
It don't seem fair, but it's
when
definitely
people
the
are
bread.
going through
It ain't about being
divorce,
fair, it's stupid.
Yeah. Well,
when people are going through divorce, whether it's a smart decision or stupid decision, a lot of spite come out.
yeah.
And if they see somebody is real close to their kids and they're angry at that person,
Let me say something publicly so we can have it on tape. It's all on the internet. And I listen, first of all, I've told y'all in plenty of shows that the only way my husband gonna get out of our marriage is in a box. But if he figured out a way to come out of the box and get out of the marriage, if he somehow resurrected,
David Blaine it.
right? If he out here look smokes and mirrors and get out of the box,
right?
and we end up unmarried and he undead,
Mm-hmm.
he gonna 100% have joint physical custody.
Right.
Because I be doggone gone.
right.
If I'ma let you just be out here living your whole best life.
Swing through on the weekend,
And
like
swing through on the weekend, daddy save a baby. No, sir.
hashtag that.
Daddy save a baby. No, sir. You is not gonna play daddy save a baby on me.
Right.
You is not gonna be running
So
around
you
getting
gonna-
a swoop in on Friday night and be best daddy in the world. You gonna go through the trenches right with me, and during your 2
What you
weeks,
say,
I'm gonna be
keep your
like,
bread.
I'm gonna be
Keep
like,
your
hey,
bread.
y'all good? And as long as you don't say my baby in the hospital or
Right.
something like that, you got that, you daddy.
Yeah.
You had it when we was married. You got it by
Right.
yourself.
Right.
And that's if he somehow smoking mirrors end up undead in this thing. Because
Right.
I done told y'all many a times it's in a box. That's the only way we coming out
I mean,
of this.
you
I mean,
talked about
so-
spitefulness. Like I like that. Like for me, like both times. Like I'm a Virgo male. I say it like that. I'm revengeful. I'm spiteful, especially if I feel like something's being taken from me. So for me,
Ooh, somebody done cut the air on in this studio. Jesus,
Yes.
praise him.
yes, you felt
You
it.
feel the air.
Somebody
Praise him.
somebody saw the sweat
that
beads.
guy.
Somebody watching the show and saw the beads on my head.
Ain't he good?
All
Won't
the
he
time,
do it?
won't
Won't he do it?
But no, like I'm, and that's something that I'm still working on because I feel like I'm being robbed of the everyday experience of being in my child's life every day. Mm-hmm. I feel like even from my first, like that, it took me a minute to get through that. Like I'm missing so much. Like you can only call and tell me or take pictures and be like, this is Armani's first day of kindergarten, or this is,
You still missing it.
yeah, I'm missing it. So it's like, to me, it's just like, don't call me for nothing. Like you, like for whatever reason, I take it personal. Like even like a lot of the stuff like that's going on this summer, I'm like, man, my little man's is getting bigger. I'm missing so much, this, that, and the other. Like I take that personally, but you can't force it just because of the kids either.
Right.
So,
But I don't want to put it all out here on mothers and everything because I'm just thinking about my own personal situation. It ain't all just spite. Sometimes when it comes to women and child support and stuff like that, is they don't know either. Because I'm thinking about when I first got divorced from my wife or anything, I never knew anything about divorce, child support, or anything like that. Never had any types of experiences. Right. And so when we went to court or whatever, when we went to friend of the court and they made us go, I don't know why, then they do a whole bunch of coaching. And this is one thing I hate. I absolutely hate friend of the court with the passion. I can't stand
me too.
friend of the court whatsoever.
As much as I can, if I cannot involve them, I'm going to. You know what I'm saying? And again, that's if he Houdini this thing out of a box. Because please believe I'm going to end up with a lawyer trying to defend what happened to him before I end up in divorce court.
Right. But see, at friend...
I'm going to end up a defendant before I end up in divorce.
Right. When I was going through my first divorce and we had to go through friend of the court or whatever, they treat pretty much all the men like deadbeat fathers. I'm like, what the? But at that point, we was going through our divorce. We were separated, living in separate houses for like 6 months. I had my own place. She was still in our condo or whatever. But at that point...
Did they hit you with the abandonment for being the one that walked out the house?
But let me tell you what the courts did.
Yeah.
At that point, I'm paying all the bills.
All
at
of them.
the house
And
with my
your house.
kids and my house.
And your house. I've seen that happen.
All
I've
the
seen
bills,
that happen.
even down to groceries.
Yeah,
I'm
I've seen
paying
that
for
happen.
everything. And I'm like, what we going to friend of the court for? Why we got to go? But I'm thinking it's just what you have to do because you're going through divorce. She thinking the same thing. So we going to friend of the court. And they gave it to me raw, no Vaseline.
Meanwhile, they like, right this way.
Yes.
Miss Snowden.
Right. Asking her everything and everything. I'm like, what the what? I take care of my kids.
They hit you with the
Right.
We don't want to hear nothing.
And so, I mean.
Show us your bank statement. Show us how much you make an hour.
Right.
We'll how many kids you got? This is what you gonna pay her. How long was y'all married?
Right.
Oh, this many years? This is what she entitled to. And all she got to do is sit back and be like,
And I didn't have a problem with paying because actually child support was cheaper than me
all the
paying
bills
all
she was
the
paying.
So I got a bargain deal. It was still expensive.
Yeah.
You know the bills would have stopped, right?
I mean, I was still paying a grip or whatever for child support, but my thing was just the way they treated
so
you.
let's pause right there and tie this back in. Financially, like, what is the expectation? Like, if let's just say you're not married and y'all happen to have a kid together. Okay, the expectation is 50% of that kid is mine, 50% of that kid is yours. So if we splitting everything down the middle when it comes to this child's needs, are you obligated to split that rent where she's staying?
No.
Your kids stay there.
No, it's supposed to. So that's the thing. To my understanding,
No.
and again, chest stuck out. I don't know nothing.
Because
about
this
This is what I say about.
So like you said,
I think you
that
should
child support that we pay out. That ain't cover. That's not covering all that what that kid needs.
So
Let's
with my kids, have always been me, and my daughters. Maybe they can contest to it. I don't know. So I've always looked at. I paid child support, which was X amount of dollars. Pay for their health care and stuff like that. But I also paid the daddy can I. The daddy can I was more expensive than anything. And that's what my daughters call me. Daddy, can I have? Daddy, can you do this? Daddy, can you do that? And I just eventually gave them my credit card. Like, just tell me what Maya don't spend none of my money. She still got my card. But it was just like, whatever you do, just let me know. But I've never been the one to say that, tell your mama to take it out of child support or whatever.
Oh, I hear that so much.
But I absolutely don't believe that, if I'm paying child support, I'm responsible for have your rent, have your lights, have your
because
gas.
even if you didn't have my kids, you'd have to pay that.
Right. And if you can't afford to pay your
give me my
rent,
kid.
Give
Give me my
kid
child
and you go
support.
get yourself together.
If my child support is what dictates your lifestyle,
yeah.
You need to give me if you can't take care of my kid without my child support, and I obviously can, you need to run me my kid.
Right.
And unfortunately, there are a lot of dudes that's in the position financially, and the courts will still say that the child is in a better household with the mother.
I mean,
I know it's
you have to go
better.
out of your way to out of your way to prove that she's an unfit mother before they get a kid to the father.
I know a dude that was paying $1,000 a month for one kid.
Mm-hmm.
One
kid. It's
kid.
based on your income.
$1,000 a month.
It's based on your income
for one kid.
Based on your income.
Yeah, it's based. Yeah, it's on
and
your
it was
income.
just like, and I mean, he made good money. You know what I'm saying? Dang good money. But it was just like, but literally because it happened when the kid was like 16 years old. when that kid turned, because he wasn't behind or nothing. So when that kid turned 18, mom plummeted.
Yeah, she should. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Child support ain't forever.
Yeah. Yeah.
But mom, so literally, you had built your lifestyle on this extra $1,000 a month, and now you're not getting said $1,000 a month, and you like.
So what are your thoughts on the women that say you can't put a price tag on what I do for this kid on a day-to-day basis?
If you can put a price tag on it, I can too.
Listen, the commercials say I can take care of a kid for 59 cents a day.
Right. For the cost of 1 cup of coffee.
No, you need to 59
cents a day.
Listen,
20 kids.
Robin for president.
I'm just saying.
Robin said, I'm about to lower child support. We going down to 59 cents a day.
The commercials say that I could feed a starving kid.
Right.
But they gonna send me a picture and everything of this starving kid that I'm feeding for less than the price of a postage stamp is what they said.
Right.
Maybe that's why the stars go over and adopt them kids, because child support is cheaper. No, I ain't having my own. Let me get one of them cheap ones.
Look, send me a picture of the inexpensive children.
Right.
What's the inflation?
Nowadays-
Because I'm sure it's like $1 now for inflation. But you know what I'm saying? I'm paying $1 a day. Why can't y'all help us get $1? I'm sorry, ladies. No. I ain't got no beef. Look, I ain't got no beef.
But no, I think the intent of it was in the beginning. The intent was
because mothers are nurturers.
Yeah, but like you're not gonna just get away scot free. And the answer to kind of go back to your statement earlier about like the friend of the court is like a lot of these dudes just drop it off, and the mom was stuck with the baby, and you never see them again. They gone on somewhere.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah.
Okay. Right.
They'll find you now, bro.
Yeah.
I mean,
of course.
Soon as you put your social, that's why I don't understand. Like, soon as you put your social in, I ain't even get my welcome packet yet.
Right.
Before the child support was like, we taking ours off top.
Found you.
Right.
Like, nigga.
And you know what else I hate about child support? I hated the fact that all my money didn't go to my kids.
Well, you
that
can't
as
control
much
that.
as I was paying, friend of the court was taking their cut out of it.
Yeah.
I don't need y'all to,
It's all the business.
Because they get fees.
It's all the business.
Yeah, they get fees for paying your.
Go get the money directly to them. I don't need y'all.
You need somebody to keep a record, though.
I keep my own records. I got
That's why you pay them in
credit.
cashier checks.
Yeah.
That's why you pay.
Really good credit.
That's why you pay your child support in cashier checks.
Like me and my current ex now, that's one thing that we didn't go through. Friend of the court. We came to an agreement with our child, dollar amount, everything.
That's good.
And went from there. Because if I have to give money for my child, I want every single dollar to go to her so she use it for whatever she need to use it for.
But see,
no middleman's taking a cut out of my kid's money.
No, let me give y'all something that's real. Now this is gonna get real for a second. Like, we came up with an agreement, but I got to get back on my feet to meet that agreement. So now you may be upset with me because I can't meet that agreement. Give me some time to get my stuff together. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I got to be able to afford to be able to do X, Y, and Z. So I can get them when I need, when you need a break or whatever. I got to have some place for them to go.
Right.
I got to have a car for us to get around in. So it's just like, it just seems like it's like, as soon as I'm done with you, start sending them payments and stuff immediately, because the kid ain't gonna stop growing.
So here's the thing, and I'm gonna just be honest. A lot of the times, and again, this is me being from the outside looking in.
Right.
You call it what you want. I could be just arrogant in the whole thing because I don't have to experience. Glory to God. But I feel like a lot of broads, and I'm calling them broads because it's what I mean, and it's because I don't know y'all name individually.
Don't get mad.
But I feel like a lot of broads use them kids as leverage, and it pisses me off because I've seen the situation where you got this dang good dude that's really trying to do what he's supposed to do for this kid, that's really trying to take care of his kid, that's trying to be a father to his child, and you treating this dude like a baby daddy.
Right. Right.
And I got a whole problem with that. I have a whole problem with that because, first of all, and I'm about to really piss some people off, and we probably gonna get canceled after this. So it was fun, fellas. Y'all heifers is the same ones marching, talking about my body, my choice. Your body, your choice. But then be the exact same broad that's like, you made this baby with me. When that ninja looked you dead in the face and told you, I don't want no kid. I'm going to keep the baby. I'm going to keep the baby because it's my baby and my body and my choice and all this other stuff.
Right.
Okay, fine. But I feel like if y'all both made this decision together, the ultimate decision should be together as well. That's just how I feel.
Right.
Again, I'm not in this situation, so come for me if you want to. I got a mouth on me.
I mean, I agree
Right,
with you, but I just don't feel like it's just only their fault. I think it's 50-50. Negro, if you know you don't want no kids, do what you need to do.
Yeah.
Oh no, I definitely agree with that.
Yeah.
I definitely agree
But
with
No
that.
matter how good that box is.
I know, but sometimes it just, let's just say, okay.
Sometimes the box is just that.
Okay, let's say
Oh, well,
let's
then
say
you
the
know
rubber
what
broke.
you
Yeah.
Let's say the rubber
There's
broke.
plenty of scenarios where you tried to be responsible and it wasn't no setup, it wasn't no nothing. It's just
Then
it
you-
is what it
And
is.
then let me tell you the one that really pisses me off.
You having sex. So it's a possibility. So here was my thing. And I'm sorry if y'all call me shallow. Just call me whatever. I do safe sex, but one of my main things was I was not sleeping with no ugly girls because I didn't want ugly kids. Just in case. So
My mama used to tell me, be careful what you lay with.
Right.
Like my mama used to, be
That
careful
ain't shallow,
because
that's
you don't never know when the oops gonna happen. You got to
Exactly.
be careful what you
Yes.
lay
Right,
with.
right.
That's why you don't be running around knocking off banana cream pie. Because what if banana cream pie is your oops? Now you got a baby with banana cream pie. Now you stuck in this hellion situation for the rest of your life with this ignorant broad.
Right.
well, she can be crazy long as she fine.
No. Let me tell you from Thank you, DJ. She went right off the
But
mic.
everybody know I ain't got no ugly kids. My daughters are beautiful, and my son is an angel.
You do know everybody think their kid's cute.
I don't care what everybody thinks. Ain't nobody ever looked at my kid and was like, "Ooh, ain't they so precious?"
Oh, you know what? Since we talking about that,
No.
do y'all think, and this is completely off the topic, but I guess it goes with kids and baby
Right,
mamas and
right,
stuff.
right.
And I need y'all in the comments. Do y'all think parents know when their kids is ugly?
They know.
Let me know in the comments,
They
y'all.
know.
Do parents know,
They know.
when their kids are ugly?
You want me to tell you how they know?
How they know?
You don't see that baby posted nowhere for the first 6 months. You be like, Brenda, I thought you had a baby. Girl, I did. Where the pictures at?
No. And the reason I asked,
He ain't developed yet.
the reason I asked, do people know when they baby ugly, is because I've legitimately seen people with kids that look like gremlins. I'm talking like I've seen some pictures where I'd be like, you should have put that back or left it at the hospital or something.
Well, some babies
and I said
don't
what I
come
said.
out cute. Some just take a while to
Okay.
grow into their
I think
cuteness.
all babies come out not looking cute.
But when you get to about 6-7 months and that baby's still ugly, what I mean,
Sometimes it take longer. Like, think about this. And then Lord,
I mean,
Lord
sometimes
knows,
it take 40
probably,
years.
We probably about to lose this show.
I told you, fellas, it was fun.
So
Fellas, it was fun.
Y'all
Like,
teetering.
I didn't think Blue Ivy was cute.
Oh.
But now that she has grown up into her young lady, she is just the cutest little thing. Hey.
Even on the Breakfast Club, they know better than to talk
That
about
baby was beautiful all her life.
the views and
The
opinions.
views and opinions by Ty is not the views of Just Our Opinion Podcast. Look,
I didn't say
talking
she
about
was ugly.
Hollywood
Royalty.
royalty. Sir, we
Okay.
ain't even got off the ground yet. I'ma need you to really, y'all. I will put him off as a host. I promise, Beehive.
Hey.
Don't come for me.
Right.
They
I
know
promise
probably
y'all.
gonna come, but
I promise y'all.
everybody can have
We gonna have a
challenging
new
time.
co-host next week. He is fired, B. I promise you, Jay, he's fired.
But she's a beautiful little girl now.
She's
just gorgeous, you know. But when
crazy.
she was first born, I didn't think so. I didn't get it. I ain't never called her ugly or anything like that, but I just didn't think she was all that or whatever.
Right.
But she's gorgeous now,
Right.
you know. But
And changing the subject.
Right.
we probably gonna go viral over that one.
Nah, I don't want to go viral
Man.
over
They're gonna be
that.
like, hold on, who said what?
No. Y'all saw everybody walked off the set.
Listen, I'm out of here.
Look, don't drag my reputation down with Blue.
But-
that is a beautiful little girl.
Whatever. If we can, so here's my thing. Ain't nobody above
Ugly.
being because here's my thing. No, if I can say something about my own kids or whatever, I'm respectful how I talk about people, and I ain't gonna call your kid ugly or whatever. But I mean, I'm the yoke just because you famous and everything like that. Don't
Ty,
mean
can we change this subject?
No, because the Carters ain't Jesus.
Sir.
I
Sir.
mean,
Sir. Media wise.
the Carters are not Jesus.
He didn't get the
He
handbook.
didn't get the
Nah,
handbook.
I respect the Carters
Yeah.
for them being parents and stuff like that. Like I would want that same respect, but they ain't Jesus.
Yeah, I feel you. That's what.
You know?
That's the same thing that Kevin Gates thought, and he in trouble right now. So we'll move on. But okay. Speaking of which, when it comes to, because I'm trying to get some things lined up. When it comes to gifts and giving, and this again, we're going back to baby mama, baby daddy. If I pull up to my kid's birthday party, okay. And we communicated that this is what we're going to do. Okay. This is not the time for us to be in a competition. This is not a,
What?
this is not a time for competition.
No.
Listen.
If you say we're going to get this baby a Nintendo 64 and we're going to go ahead.
I'm going PS5 and that boy.
No. And see, that was one thing I didn't do with my kids either.
Why'd you got to one up?
One
I got
thing,
money and I can.
one thing, my kids can attest to this. I've never did, even though I wasn't with their moms, we were divorced, we never did separate birthdays. If it was their birthday,
No matter who week it was.
no matter who week it was, whatever the case, if my daughters or whatever wanted a princess party for their birthday, then it was like, okay, so let's have them a princess party for their birthday. Everybody invited. You know, never did that separate thing. They get 2 or 3 gifts. I mean, we technically didn't do separate Christmases as well. We just traded off on who would have them on Christmas. But I would still get them Christmas gifts and their mom would get them Christmas gifts until they got older and wanted more expensive gifts.
Right,
then it was like, so-and-so this.
Right.
Okay, well, here's my portion of it. Right.
Well, it sounds like you don't have any baby mama drama, Ty.
No, I don't do drama at all whatsoever. I ain't saying me and my exes was perfect together, but I don't play when it come to my kids at all whatsoever.
All right, so let's hit these final thoughts. Mike Jones, what you got on baby mamas and baby daddies?
Oh, we had final thoughts already.
Yeah,
this is a
the
good
time sped up because the Illuminati did it because you wanted to talk about that little
guess so.
girl.
I didn't talk about her.
Here's my final thoughts. First of all, J and B,
Whatever.
I'm Mike in this Robin, Mike and Ty. So no, real
Direct your anger to where it's supposed to be because I ain't seeing nothing.
I like bring it out. No, I have beautiful children. Like all of my kids, I love them, biological and the ones that are not.
It's biological and bonus.
Yes, like even after the relationship. I mean, even with my bitterness, because I'm bitter about mine. I'm bitter about everything, and that's something that I definitely.
Wait a minute, our intern just posted. Thank y'all for watching this episode. It's been a great run.
This is definitely our last show, but no. You don't get it. Everybody nervous now. All right. So no, like, okay, where was I? Yeah, like, even from my first marriage, it took me a while. I even made a mistake one time and called my new bonus son, my old bonus son, by the old name, and that was
that's because we old.
And it take a time to transition. So once you get past all the bitterness and the hatred out your heart, because I know right now I'm bitter as all get out. Like, I'm so bitter, but that's something that I have to work on. But at the end of the day, I love them all, and I treat them, like I should. And that's not always with a dollar sign. Like, and that's one thing that I want to, make in my final thought. Being there for your kid. Yes, it take money, but money ain't the only thing. So stop equating the fact that you coming out of your dollars, out of your pocket, with the time that I'm spending with him, the love and care and affection that I'm showing him in other ways. So that's my final thought.
Yeah.
Preach on it.
For my final thought, what I would say is that Father's Day is just important as Mother's Day. We take care of our kids too.
Preach.
And I love my daughters and my son with all my heart, and I'll do anything for them. But
y'all got one more
I
Father's
bet you
Day.
they mamas got gifts.
One more
for Father's Day.
not to get me something.
Daddy didn't get no gifts for Father's Day. So we are important too, and we have feelings
You
too.
got a text message?
I got a text from my daughters, from my babies.
It's better than nothing.
I guess.
I'm being.
She got your credit card and still didn't get you nothing? That's just lazy.
Both my babies. But I still love all my babies, even my little one. But Father's Day is just as important as Mother's Day.
So let's get at least a 4 or 5 foot section of cards next year versus that one little
And you
section.
know what? I'm so bitter about that. I love you, Mommy. But I always buy my daddy a more expensive gift. Now that I'm grown and old. I'll spend like $60, $70, $80 on my mama, some flowers and stuff like that. But my dad, I usually get him like really good Omaha steaks that cost, $150, $250, $300, Us dads gotta stick together. And now that I'm older and I understand the pain of whack Father's Day gifts.
You taking the omen?
Yes, I gotta give my dad a little something extra. Because I've been giving my mom Mother's Day gifts forever. But my dad have to suffer all these years. So I got you, player.
All right.
Maybe my son had me.
So about the Father's Day gifts, I show out for my husband for Father's Day. It's easy for me to do because I was a daddy's girl. So I used to show out for my daddy for Father's Day. So that's not a problem in my home. As a matter of fact, my husband gets more for Father's Day than I get for Mother's Day, interestingly enough. And part of it is because I have a compulsive shopping problem.
Amazon addict.
And it don't even be Amazon. Like, I be like, look, the stuff I buy for my husband, they don't sell on Amazon. Like, period. So, but like I said, part of it is because I have a compulsive shopping problem, and I admit that, so it's fine. But as far as our topic, I was blessed to never know the baby mama, baby daddy life. So from childhood, my parents, I lived in a 2-parent household. My father was my father, and he was there for me from the day I took my first breath to the day he took his last. And then when I got older, I think that shaped what I wanted out of my own home, because I watched my parents all of those years. So it shaped kind of my standard for my own home. That's why I always joke about, the only way my husband gonna leave me is in a box, because I grew up in a 2-parent household. I know what that's like, and I know what that does and how the impact that has on a child. So I refuse to let my children have anything less than I had. So my kids are being brought up, in a 2-parent household,
right.
with their dad. I got 2 kids, 1 father of my children, and and it is what it is.
Absolutely.
So I can talk a lot of junk about this topic, but the real truth is I don't have a dog in this fight. simply because I don't know much about, like, I know outside looking in. I know stuff that I've seen in different people that I love, situations and stuff like that. But I don't have any firsthand experience with baby mamas and baby daddies. Right. So I can literally talk all the junk I want and you know what I'm saying, trash talk and tell you what you need to do with your vagina and your penis and you know, I can trash talk all I want to, but at the end of the day, I really don't have a dog in this fight. So if I offended anybody during this show, just trash talking, I literally was just talking trash because you know, the same man made both my children. I used the same batter for both babies, you know. That's all I got. Right. But on the last thing I want to say on my final thought is, you know, JB just sent me a message and he's gone, you know.
I said what I said.
Man, this is a good one.
Until they become Jesus and Mary, then
nah,
they still man and woman.
They definitely ain't that, but you know, when
they
we ain't that either. But I'm saying when we trying to hop into this entertainment thing, you know, it's certain toes that you don't step on. Like you ain't gonna see me in here talking about how ugly Oprah was back in the day. Cause you just don't do that.
I ain't say nobody was ugly. Nah.
See, you told her. Okay, we going on.
But listen, real talk. Thank y'all for kicking it with us today. This is not our last show, but you know, if the audio knows something not working next week,
right?
Blame Ty.
Right. Shout out to Instagram if y'all holding it down. Yep. Hopefully there's some comments and stuff going on. If you want to see the full experience and everything, make sure you follow us on all other social media platforms.
YouTube, Instagram, Facebook,
everywhere you get
Apple,
your podcast.
Spotify, everything. So, you know, if y'all want the full experience, make sure y'all, you know, like and follow YouTube, Facebook, all that stuff. So thank you for kicking it with us today. Thank you for rolling with us and having this conversation with us. Again, like I said, I don't have no stake in this argument. So it's really just my opinion and me trash talking. This has been Just Our Opinion with Robin,
Mike,
and Ty.
Deuces.
Peace.